Algeria's military might be disappointed if it was hoping that the resignation of President Abdelaziz Bouteflika would dampen enthusiasm for anti-government protests. Hundreds of thousands of people are back on the streets nationwide for a seventh Friday. For them, Bouteflika's resignation earlier this week is only a first gesture.
We demand change. We need this gang to go, all of them including Ben Salah.
We cannot remain silent anymore. We are no longer afraid of you. You have killed our children and starved the whole nation.
We have seen nothing from the regime. I am 41 years old and I can hardly make a living. We are hoping for better.
Moves to sideline Bouteflika's allies are continuing. The intelligence chief, Jazeera Tartag, has been fired, and earlier this week 8 businessmen had their passports seized as they're investigated for corruption. State television showed a clearly frail 82-year-old Bouteflika handing in his resignation on Tuesday.
And I think what's happened now is that certain grudge scores are being settled. The result is that Tartag is now out of office, and that begins to remove some of the infrastructure of the Bouteflika regime. But it'll only be a beginning, and whether it really implies a change in the institutions of the state or not, that I doubt very much.
Algeria is now in the hands of a caretaker government, but the protesters have made it clear they won't accept a new president from Le Pouvoir. That's the nickname for the entrenched veterans of the civil war and business tycoons. 1 in every 4 Algerians under the age of 30 is unemployed. The economy is dependent on oil and gas. Bouteflika's attempt to stand for a 5th term as president brought frustration at the status quo to a head. Now those elections will be in 3 months' time. So far, no obvious successor has emerged. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera.